We're gonna dive straight into the content.
If you have someone that you shoot and they get on the stand and say, you shot me,
right,
and this woman on top of that, there is a very slim chance you will beat that in trial. You might as well just plead out. So as they're going back and forth, and he's antagonizing her, and she's responding and everything else like that, I start saying in my interviews, Tory's going to jail. And everyone's like, oh, you're a hater, whatever. And I'm like, look, based on what I see, he's going to go to jail. He DM'd me, trying to figure out what I know, calls me a cop, whatever else. That's whatever, man. I'm
so
not,
Tory Lanez DM'd you and called you a cop? I never knew this.
Yeah, he did
Free
that.
Tory.
But that's whatever.
Free Tory Lanez.
I don't care about that. I think Tory Lanez is a dope artist.
Definitely.
Vlad have been called all type of names.
What was that?
I said you've been called all type of names.
All types of names. All types
I
of
agree.
names.
I agree. Vlad is my friend, though. Vlad is my friend. He's my.
For the record, it makes sense him calling you a cop because shit, closest thing. Definitely use a lot of these videos to incriminate, but it's definitely the individual's fault. Like I said 1,000 times, so neither here or there. But
I'm not even picking on Roc-nation. So basically, leading up to the trial, I was one of the only people in hip hop media that kept saying Tory's going to be found guilty and he's going to go to jail. That doesn't make me a hater, doesn't make me a snitch or a cop. It's just based on the public information. I was following the trial. I'm like, he's going to go to jail.
True.
And everyone, whenever I did a poll on Twitter or YouTube, 80% of my viewers said, no, he's going to beat it. He's going to walk away. She's lying, whatever.
I predicted it too. Not to cut you off. I predicted it too. Remember, I said it to you. I said, nah, when you got somebody that's saying you shot them, I don't know. The case is not looking.
It's not looking good, right? Mm-hmm. So lo and behold, he gets found guilty and he goes to jail.
Mm-hmm.
And he files an appeal and the appeal falls through. And you think that that's the end of it. But constantly you see all this news footage that keeps coming out where it's like, yo, no, she never got shot. He actually had a press conference, like his lawyers had a press conference that said he didn't shoot her. Kelsey was shooting the gun and he hit her arm. The gun fell to the floor and fired twice. And that's how she got hit. Now, listen, man, I'm not Nicholas Irving, the Army sniper, but I have handled guns throughout my life. And I can tell you, if I threw a gun on the floor 1,000 times, I don't think it would fire twice.
Right.
Am I right?
That don't sound too believable, but yeah, I know what you're saying.
Right.
So what made you wake up though? This is the real report.
So this is what happened, right? So that morning, a bunch of like Daily Loud and a bunch of other like Dama's News, I believe, and a bunch of other like media outlets that I follow starts running this video of Tory's lawyers saying that Kelsey's bodyguard has come forward and said that Kelsey's the shooter, not Tory. And everyone's going crazy over this footage. And I'm looking at this going like, this is from last May. This already came out almost a year ago. The appeal went through and it didn't happen. The appeal was struck down. And so I posed this. I'm like, yo, you're an idiot to think that this is somehow news and that this is somehow going to overturn this. And people in the comments, yeah, but Roc-nation, they bought off the jury. And Roc, it's really...
Mind you, this is hella long ago, but he didn't stir it back up. That just show you how big certain people's influence is.
Right? So I said, okay, listen, like this has gotten so stupid at this point that I'm going to just do a tweet where I'm going to take every conspiracy theory around this and just list it one after the other. I got paid by Roc-nation. Jay-Z paid off the jury and he paid off the judge and did a verse for the judge's grandson. Right?
Oh, God.
And he paid the Mexican dude to stab Tory in prison. And he paid off the doctor to say that she got shot when she really wasn't. And he paid off everyone else. I'm like, okay, this is so stupid that no one's gonna believe this.
So you saying
boom. And you heard it first here, man. We just dropped the exclusive, you get what I'm saying? So hey, we dropped the exclusive. Okay. He on that bullshit. And what he's saying, hey, and motherfuckers fell for it, they bit it.
And the internet does what it does best. Twist stuff up, change stuff, conspiracy theories. But you knew, but you know why I was trolling? Because you had to know some of now the Jay-Z verse was crazy, but him getting stabbed by Roc-nation and all that might be believable to some people.
It might be believable. It might be believable. So you mean to tell me that Jay-Z, where he is in life right now, right? He's a billionaire. He's considered one of the greatest ever. He's going to risk all that to pay a pedophile, a Mexican pedophile, to do a murder in prison over a guy with an, who's antagonizing an artist that's not even a big priority to Jay-Z.
But Vlad, you're a credible. Listen, you're a credible source to the culture. Yes. So people are like, a lot of people are like confused from what I'm hearing. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of. It's just coming from you. So people don't know if you're hacked or you was trolling or.
I was not hacked, man. I was trying to prove a point, and I proved it. That no matter whatever stupidity you put out there, there's going to be millions of people that eat it up, and I was right. No matter how stupid it is, no matter how totally unbelievable it is, there's going to be someone that eats it up. And look, millions of people ate it up. Millions. I proved my point. Did I prove my point?
All right, drop it in the comments, man, if y'all think he proved his point or not, man. I'm going to keep it moving in these meta streets, man. But you know that was Vlad TV, man. Talking about the viral moment and shit like that. And so we really want to know where the fuck we go from here, you know what I'm saying? So.
How people are calling your phone? What are they saying?
And I want to know, Vlad, how do you feel about people like, because you cool as shit, right? But how do you feel about people saying you a culture vulture too, Vlad? This the real report, so we really want to know.
Vlad doesn't care. He has a lot of money, ladies and gentlemen.
But I want to know how he really feels about that, though. Because he's been a part of the culture for so long.
Very long.
So for people to say that, how do you feel about that, Vlad?
Yeah. I mean, what's interesting is that the both of y'all, I was like doing interviews with the both of you before Vlad TV.
Yep.
You guys are part of Vlad's DVD era.
Facts.
For real, for real. So you guys know how far I go back. Man, I don't care about that. Every white person in hip hop is called that at some point.
You gonna get pimped then.
You know, Steve Rifkin gets called that. And look how much he's contributed. Take Leo Cohen out of hip hop, and you would have a very different hip hop. People don't want to admit that. But there's a reason why he became president of Def Jam, and then, you know, the head of YouTube Music. You know, he had he was president. He was the chairman of another. He was chairman of, I think, Atlantic at one point. Like, I may be getting it wrong, but it's like, yo, like, I'm fine with being called that. But, you know, at the end of the day, it's like, at what point do you just say, we have to use our common sense? What's interesting about that particular tweet is that there's probably maybe like at least 100 replies where people are asking Grok, is this real? And every time Grok says, no, it's parody, it's sarcasm.
Right.
So AI knows sarcasm better than human beings now. Isn't that sad? Isn't that kind of sad? That AI does a better job of telling someone it's sarcasm than the person themselves, than the actual human being. That's what's sad about this.
I never thought like that. That's crazy.
Yeah. Every time Grok doesn't even get shit right sometimes. And every time Grok got it right, Vlad is being sarcastic. It's not real. This is a joke.
You know what's
every time.
Vlad, you know what's crazy? When I look at like the DVD era, when I look at like the MySpace era, you know that the kids now.
You can be anywhere in the world, but you're streaming with me, man. We're going to go and get up out of here, man. So, again, once you like, comment, and subscribe to the channel, man, become a member, hit that notification bell so you can get up out of here, though, man.